Gregory, good afternoon. Yeah, sounds very appealing, but I think it's too hot. It makes me sweat, you know. Summer makes me sweat, winter makes me sweat. That's not good. What is today is, I think, 13 degrees Celsius. Hot, and in the past few days there were strong winds blowing. Usually after winter there's this one strong wind called Haru Ichiban. I wonder if that was it, or maybe not yet. But it's too early, you know, the winter is not finished yet. And that thing's supposed to blow in the spring. Look at these flowers. Beautiful. Actually smell nice. Oh, there's the bird and the runaway. That green looking one. Whoa, it really smells good. I remember last year the bees came here and collected nectar from these flowers. But this year I don't see anything. So nice. This and those winter sweets. Beautiful fragrance. Oh, today is so cloudy. Maybe it's dust in the air because it's very dry. And here they finally started to build things. After like a decade of archaeological digs, they couldn't build anything. It looks like maybe they will build a shopping mall of some sort, but I don't exactly know. That's like digging in Yokohama. Oops. Ooh, it's like the old house foundations. Sorry, I cannot dig. Gotta do the research first. There is the oldest building, not oldest, it's some kind of a preserved building still in downtown. I think it was used by some British merchant. They preserved only that one because, you know, that's such an expensive land. Everything else is built on top of things. Oh, 3 degrees, wow, that's not bad. That's a relief, maybe, after the cold. I heard Saskatchewan got warmer too. This is a fun tree. Look at that. Tiny shoots. This year is supposed to be a catastrophic release of pollen. I think I'm gonna die. I will have to wear a mask, and then another one and another one. Once I found this kind of nifty thing. It was a filter that you input into your nose. Like, you don't feel it's there, but it filters the pollen. It was a Japanese thing. But if you disturb it and the pollen gets in, you're done. Should not destroy everything. Yeah. That's an emergency well for water. And AED. Also. This is temporary toilets here. Here we have explanation. Ah, look at that. You pump the water from the well. That goes to a retention container, and here you pull and it flushes the toilets, the emergency toilets. Of course you have to put one on top of that, and then it goes to the sewer in the city. Look at this, you get the tent, you get a chair, then you can go about your business. Pretty tiny space. But you know, it's designed for disasters. Well, this is where it's not a septic tank, but before it goes to the sewer, it goes here. And over there is the well to pump and clean all this. I mean, you don't need to have it constantly running and wasting water. Yeah, unfortunately it's still the Apple phone for broadcast. Sometimes I try the other one and it drains the battery so quickly. I don't know. Maybe Apple is more optimized because they have, you know, the more reliable programming APIs, which Android doesn't have. Yeah. But since there's nowhere to broadcast, there's nothing to show. No Periscope. No one's watching anything. That's disappointing. But the phone is still alive. Well, it works maybe for an hour and then it dies. It's such an old phone, my gosh. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Oh, the 7th skipper arrived yesterday at Le Sable d'Olonne. 7th place, Thomas Rion. And the Chinese skipper had some trouble with sail today. No cleaning of the dirty water. No, because you know it goes to the sewer, and then the sewer takes it to the sewage plant, and then they clean it, and then they release it back to river and ocean. So you know, it's all good. It works like it's designed to. 10th, what do you mean? 7th place, Thomas Rion. He got pretty good welcome. So many people came. Champagne was flying. Yeah, it's still coming. We'll see if my favorite ones come, the Chinese, Japanese, Jean Le Cam, the oldest guy and the youngest girl. Yeah. Spring? That looks very tough. Only France is so crazy about sailing. Very strange. I thought Japan would be there, you know. But I guess no one has interest much in these crazy sports. Oh, the phone. I don't know, 6? I think it's iPhone 6. something ancient, I guess now. So quiet. Not even a little bit of wind. And here's the lawn, it's so green. They cover it every morning, evening, and uncover again. Same goes for golf courses. Everything is covered, so it doesn't freeze in the morning. Yeah, I think it's something old. Before Periscope, probably. Kind of works nicely, but I don't like iPhone. It's so hard to use, inconvenient really. And everything is locked down, you know, you cannot do plenty of things. Maybe good for average person. Yeah, no crows. That's when it's quiet. Just other birds. Oh, maybe they just flew somewhere else today. I'm still flying Huey helicopter. It's so much fun. Doing the UN pilot campaign. It's really fun. Trying to keep rebels away. They just destroyed their camp yesterday. What is she saying? I have no idea. Oh, something was eating the leaves. Hope it's not the hairy caterpillars. Some kind of a disease. I went to iPhone because Android breaks every 2 years. What do you do? Oh, you bought the cheap probably phone, that's why. Of course. You gotta stick to some good brands. But yeah, iPhone is pretty solid. Wish the apps worked in Android and iPhone. I could probably switch myself to iPhone. Look at this, plums are coming. Oh, the sun is really burning now. It's really burning. Too hot. So that's gonna look pretty nice. And these two trees here too. But with iPhone is you cannot use it forever because the operating system becomes obsolete and you probably won't be able to browse the internet. Your security certificates will expire, or it won't even connect to the App Store. That was with the iPods a long time ago. At some point they just stopped working. It's gonna be lots of blossoms here. Motorola, yeah, not something that's in Japan really. And maybe there is. I bought Aquos, but I'm not happy with that. But there are, Sony phones. And others. Sharp Aquos. Never again. I bought the Panasonic toothbrush, electronic toothbrush. That is pretty good. It's got like it moves two ways. So not only horizontally but also vertically at the same time. So it can knock off whatever is on your tooth very easily. I'm using a 6, yeah. iPhone 6, I think it's iPhone 6, yeah. Wonder if this is not becoming obsolete. Then I won't be able to use it. I have to check if it's 6 or 8. What is it now these days? 12? I don't know. What do you have? Maybe it's 8. It still has a menu button. Oh, really? Samsung's supposed to be a good phone, but you cannot buy them easily in Japan. Yeah, the new iPads, they don't even have a menu button these days. It's so hard to restart them. You need some special press of buttons to do that. Very confusing. For average person, I think they have to go to the service place. 15 already, my god, maybe this is iPhone 8 then. Not 6. I'll have to check. Look at this. Aircraft are on standby. Been also playing, what was it called? Career Command 2. That's a fun game. Like you're in charge of a aircraft carrier, and yeah, it's a carrier command, and then you send different things to claim islands, and then you produce things on the islands and do the logistics and send them to different places and to your carrier. Fun game. This is almost dry here. Well, I think something's gonna be landing again. We are right on time. Where is it? Over there. Nice approach. Almost makes me feel like I'm in the Huey helicopter. That's the flight, usual flight. It comes here every few hours. Man, the people on the islands must be rich. They have no choice but to take this plane or ferry, but ferry is so slow. That's a perfect landing. Air brakes. wonder if there's anything exciting on that island. I've been to very tiny islands and they were just so boring. There's just nothing there. Just tourist. Barely a tourist thing. Like so super boring. Unlivable. A little bit bigger islands are better. I've been on some bigger ones. Like a few islands together connected by bridges. That was fun. That's very funny because it's like one town on one island. You go to the other island, it's another town. Well, it's so tiny. I think they had one school on the central island. Good job for landing, yeah. But you know, living on those islands, you go to downtown, there's nothing there. There's just a few buildings. And I went to the some kind of a noodle shop. It wasn't even ramen because this was not, it was Ryukyu Islands. So they have their own noodles. And this was like, some bare bones. Didn't look like a modern restaurant or anything. There was nobody there. Deserted place. It's amazing the thing was open. Fish, internet? Oh, yeah. Probably no internet. Fish. Well, fish should be good, but I've never eaten fish on the island. If you just crash by a tourist place, it's the best because everything is there. But around, the worst thing was the water. There's no drinkable water, and all the water they have to make it out of salt water. So there's like no dam because the island is too small, and it's just the water doesn't contain enough minerals. So when you put the soap on yourself, the soap sticks to your skin, and the water doesn't have enough power to attract that soap out of your skin. And you feel greasy and you cannot wash it off. Oh my gosh, this was the most terrible thing. You feel like you are still dirty even though you took a shower. I watched a movie about the farmer on an island where they had to carry water to their crops. Oh, there is a movie. Yeah, there is a movie like that. Is it like a classical Japanese movie or something? There's actually one like that. Made by some of the famous director, but I forgot who. What a depressing movie that was. And then no one else lived on that island, just one family. And didn't they all die in the end? I don't remember exactly. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they were growing potatoes and they were carrying water to water them. That's all I remember. Oh, Toyota Crown. Didn't even slow down. A very steep hill. Yeah, I think it's the same movie. It's like more of a hill mountain island than an island. And there was this kid and a father and a mother, and they were all working hard to have these potatoes, sweet potatoes I think, grown, so in order to sell them later and get money. Extremely depressing. Yeah. You should try watching The Human Condition. That's another Japanese movie, but it's a trilogy. So you need a long time to watch it. I don't know, 9 hours for everything, more maybe. But it's also, I like that one. Yeah, there's lots of good Japanese movies. It's just I watched so many, I forgot which one is which now. I'm gonna go this way. Did not see the end. You should go to the library, rent it, and rewatch it. I'm sure there's gotta be something there. What was the point of the movie? Yeah, it's just normal life, struggle, you know, perseverance, that kind of stuff. If you want more positive movies, what was the name? Ozu director. He made, like, you know, about normal life. People just living in a village, people living in a city, going to bars, going to stores, and all that stuff. But, you know, from like before 1900s. It's kind of funny because you can kind of, like, it's really immersive. You can see like all those old Japanese houses in there, how the people lived, how like 1940s came or 30s, what kind of houses they had then. Yeah, it's like about, you know, simple life. They have some, you know, titles like early spring, middle of the summer, late fall, that kind of stuff. Sometimes somebody dies, you know, you can see what they're doing. There's always some, you know, drama, action happening there. Pretty good movies if you just want human stuff. Let's get the winter suite here. Francis Ford Coppola's Mishima, what was it? The Life in 4 Chapters, with music by Philip Glass. That's a good movie. Very weird, but the music is really good. the last Japanese movie had ghosts. Ghosts. Actually, you know, the stories of ghosts were written not by Japanese, like all the Japanese ones. They're written by a foreign guy, but he also had a Japanese name. Hakumo, what was his name? Hakumo somebody. Yeah, I went to see his grave once. There's lots of ghosts in, you know, these things. Even in, you go like kabuki and stuff. Plenty of horrors. But, you know, it's like from the old times. That was, you know, the entertainment equivalent to watching Freddy Krueger in the 80s. The Nightmare from Elm Street or on Elm Street. Japanese had lots of theaters, various types of theaters. You know, there are artists with only like dolls and theaters, and you have kabuki. As actors on a scene, and you have kyogen. Lots of different arts and schools. Yeah. Yeah, Yukio Mishima is the grave. I always go there, over there to the cemetery. His grave is there. In the movie you can see how he, you know, his life and how he committed samurai suicide. Crazy. He was a really good writer though. He was like really Nazi, a right winger, but you know that people don't like him for that. But for being a writer, he was excellent. I guess that's why he never got a Nobel Prize. Oh, look at that. Freshly cut tree. I like the funny movies. Yeah, there's not much of those in here. You know, Japan is pretty bad with comedies. Maybe Tanpopo is a good one. But I've seen it like, you know, more than 2 decades ago, so I have no idea what it was about. About slurping ramen. I think, you know, particular type of humor. And then there are the animated movies, which some of them are very good. Tokyo Monogatari is another one about normal people's lives. How the people who are living in the city affect the people who are in the countryside. What kind of life, you know, they have no time and stuff when they are in the city. It's like 1930s or 20s or something like that. Slurping ramen, yeah. You know, if you come here and you don't slurp, it's very impolite. But in Europe, the opposite is true. Yeah, here you have to slurp. Slurping is, you have to do it. If you don't slurp, people think like, it's not tasty. You don't like it. And that's like a big offense to Japanese. My gosh. Japanese will always make sure to ask you what you like when you arrive here. And they need to be completely satisfied of, you know, what food they serve you and that it's tasty to you. So if that's not true, you know, that's a pretty big thing. Japanese animation has improved greatly. Yeah, but the old ones, you know, from the 90s, 80s, they're, I think, the best ones. Anyway, I gotta get going. Thanks for coming, and have a nice Tuesday. We're getting closer and closer to the first day of spring, which is on February the 4th or 3rd. And we need to exorcise the demons from the houses with peas by throwing them around. So take care. Is slurping only for men? Yeah, I guess you can slurp anything. And a soup. But it works the best with noodles. It's just the flavor comes out of it better. Anyway, take care. Bye for now.